The Indian National Congress Inc. is one of the oldest and most prominent political parties in India. Established in 1885, the Inc. played a crucial role in the Indian freedom struggle and eventually became the ruling party after India gained independence in 1947. In this essay, we will explore the history of the Indian National Congress, its formation, evolution, and impact on the history of India. Formation of the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress was founded on December 28, 1885, by a group of educated Indians who were concerned about the political, social, and economic conditions in India under British colonial rule. The founding members included Allan Octavian Hume, a retired British civil servant, along with prominent Indian leaders such as Dadabhai Naoroji, Dinchawacha, and Womesh Chunder Banerjee. The Inc.'s primary objective at the time of its formation was to provide a platform for Indians to voice their grievances and concerns to the British colonial administration. The early leaders of the Congress advocated for greater representation for Indians in the civil service, more opportunities for Indian entrepreneurs, and improved social and economic conditions for the Indian population. Evolution of the Indian National Congress. In the early years of its formation, the Indian National Congress focused on constitutional reforms and peaceful protests against British colonial rule. The Inc. held its first session in Bombay in December 1885, where Womesh Chunder Banerjee was elected as the first president of the party. Over the next few decades, the Inc. gradually expanded its membership base and influence across India. The Indian National Congress played a crucial role in the Indian freedom struggle, mobilizing Indians from all walks of life to demand self-rule and independence from British colonial rule. The party adopted a strategy of nonviolent resistance, inspired by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi and other social reformers. The Inc. organized various protests, boycotts, and demonstrations to challenge British authority and demand political autonomy for India. One of the key milestones in the history of the Indian National Congress was the Surat split of 1907, which led to a division within the party between the moderate faction, led by leaders like Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and the radical faction, led by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. The split reflected the growing differences within the Inc. over tactics and strategies to achieve independence from British colonial rule. The Inc.'s focus on nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience gained momentum with the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi on the Indian political scene. Gandhi's philosophy of satyagraha, or the insistence on truth, became a guiding principle for the Indian National Congress and the broader freedom struggle. Under Gandhi's leadership, the Congress launched various mass movements, such as the Non-Cooperation Movement 1920-22 and the Civil Disobedience Movement 1930-34, to challenge British authority and demand independence. The Indian National Congress also played a crucial role in the negotiation process for Indian independence. The Inc. participated in various roundtable conferences organized by the British government to discuss constitutional reforms and the future political structure of India. The party sent representatives to the various conferences, advocating for greater autonomy and representation for Indians in the decision-making process. Impact of the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress had a profound impact on the history of India, shaping the country's political landscape and influencing its policies and governance. The Inc.'s efforts to mobilize Indians against British colonial rule laid the foundation for the independence movement and eventually led to India gaining independence in 1947. After independence, the Indian National Congress emerged as the dominant political party in India, winning the first general elections in 1951-52 and forming the government under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, who became the first Prime Minister of independent India. The Inc. played a key role in shaping India's democratic institutions, drafting the Constitution of India, and laying the groundwork for a democratic and inclusive society. Over the decades, the Indian National Congress has been at the forefront of major political and social movements in India, advocating for social justice, secularism, and economic development. The party has been involved in various policy initiatives, such as the Green Revolution, the nationalization of banks, and the implementation of social welfare programs to uplift the marginalized sections of society. The Indian National Congress has also faced challenges and criticisms over the years, including allegations of corruption, inefficiency, and internal factionalism. The party has seen changes in leadership and ideological shifts, with different leaders and factions within the party advocating for various policies and strategies to address the country's challenges. In recent years, the Indian National Congress has faced stiff competition from other political parties, especially the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP), which has emerged as a significant force in Indian politics. The INC has worked to revitalize its organization, connect with grassroots supporters, and adapt to the changing political landscape to remain relevant in Indian politics. In conclusion, the Indian National Congress has played a pivotal role in shaping the history of India, from its formation during the colonial era to its leadership in the independence movement and beyond. The INC's commitment to democracy, social justice, and inclusive governance has left a lasting impact on Indian society and politics, making it one of the most influential political parties in the country's history.